All right, I'll just open it up for questions. Keep it simple.
Well, Coach, you asked for some time to collect your thoughts on Saturday. You know, you've had the day or so to go over things. Where you're at right now?
Well, we didn't. I thought we played. Number one, I looked at how we played, and they played hard. They really did. And I saw the penalties. We didn't have any penalties on offense. We had 4 penalties on defense, so they were within that discipline factor. But those 4 penalties on defense were crucial. There was 2 intercepts that got pulled off the board, and there were only 5-yard penalties on a stat sheet, but they were huge because they gave extra possession time to them. So those 2 penalties were critical at that time. So I looked at that phase of it, and then you looked at, how we performed, and we did not perform very well on offense. And then, like I said, those two penalties on defense, we gave them 2 drives on defense that were 10 plays or more, and that was probably the difference in the momentum of the game, is not being able to drive the ball on offense, and those 2 drives that they got on us. Besides the intercept for a touchdown, that was kind of the swinging moment in the second half that we never got turned back to our direction until we got the intercept for a touchdown ourselves late in the game.
Have you and your coaches been able to diagnose the seeds of what's wrong with the offense and why they haven't been able to get to where you want them to be?
Yeah, but you still gotta. When I say yeah, but I think we have diagnosed, as you say it, what some of our issues are. But to get it solved is what's got to take place on Saturday afternoon, and that's what we have to do. We got to be able to move more productive, more consistently productive on offense, because in turn I think that will help everything else. It appears most of the time our special teams is fairly strong. It appears most of the time our defense is fairly strong. It's just we got to get the offensive element back to the level to hold its weight with the rest of it, and yet maintain and excel in the other 2 phases, defense and special teams. So it's a balancing act, but there's no question. I think we all know that our offense needs to be more productive.
Are there specific issues that you can share with us that you're really trying to correct on offense?
I don't know if they're issues as much as, yeah, there's if it's not if we're not moving the ball, there's definitely some things you have to change or schematically fix. And that's what we're in the process of doing, and thought we had some of those things resolved 2 weeks ago against South Dakota, but they kind of appeared again this past weekend. So, that's the consistency part that we need to. We haven't been week to week progressing like you'd want to. You get good and then you fall off, that type of stuff. So we just need to just be more consistent once we get there and have steady growth instead of up and down.
Why do you think that is, that you haven't been able to find that consistency because you've been talking about that since before the season. So where's the disconnect there, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. And probably the best way to answer that is it still comes down to. I think it's a 2-part question. The first part is, one, you have to get schematically the players in a position so they can have a chance to win with their skills, and then 2, you have to win those positions you have to win your area, your position on game day. So it's a 2-part element. I think it's finding the right combination of the call and the player, and then consistently being able to do it. And yet defenses are doing a good job right now too. I mean, defenses have changed a little bit over the years, and I'll give the defense credit, but at the same time we have to be able to outperform them to get that production that we need. And sometimes it's those explosive plays too. You need those explosive plays to create a drive, and you have to win 3rd down to win a drive. Well, I think those are the 2 elements that you haven't seen much out of the offense, is that explosive play as much as, and then winning the 3rd down conversions. And I think that's what creates the drives that we're all looking for.
Spent a lot of time